afternoon, and welcome to this roundtable dedicated to aviation. The aviation industry, I think most of us here will agree, plays a very important role in our lives. It brings people and cultures together. It also makes possible that many business deals happen. And it is one of the most relevant means of transportation for tourists. Just to give you a hint, we were checking the data of Frontour. And in the case of Madrid, 94% of the 5.74 million international tourists that visited Madrid from January to September 2023 came by plane. So imagine if this air connectivity wouldn't exist or wouldn't be as good as it is. I'm glad today because I got three great guests in this roundtable. We are going to talk about how air travel is changing. It's transforming itself to offer a better experience for customers. And I'm happy to have with me Rubio, Director of VIP Premium and Corporate Services at the Spanish airport operator AENA, one of the biggest in the world, if not the biggest. Paloma Utrera, Market Manager of TAP Airlines Portugal, TAP Air Portugal, sorry, in Spain. And Eymeric Segard, CEO at Lunajets, a private jet charter company based in Switzerland. So thank you for joining me here today. I would like to start with AENA. I'm going to do a brief introduction of every speaker, of the company of the speaker, and then we will just start talking. AENA, as I said before, is the first airport operator in the world. It manages 46 airports and 2 heliports in Spain, London Luton Airport in the UK, and 33 other facilities in Brazil, Mexico, Jamaica, and Colombia. More than 243 million passengers went through the AENA airports in Spain last year. They managed 2.2 million flight operations, and they reached a net profit of 901 million euros. So these astonishing figures for me. I would like to ask you, Marian, about the VIP premium and corporate services that AENA offers to the customers. I would also like to know if the demands are changing and if you are seeing any underlying trend that you have identified in these changes and what the people are asking now.
Thank you very much, Consuelo. Thank you for inviting us to this amazing conference. I think that we have a lot of things to say about what is going to be here today. In AENA, we continue focusing on the development of a VIP services strategy. The context is in the context of the passenger travel experience. We have seen a video today at the beginning of the conference when we can see the summarize of the service that we are delivering right now in the airports. Starting from a complete offer of VIP lounges, we have 28 VIP lounges in 18 airports. These VIP lounges are a very, very special place with comfort, space for our customers. They are ready to work, to rest, to relax. They have daily press for sure, and our customers have the opportunity to take a shower there if they want to. And in these VIP lounges, we offer a nice catering offer. For example, in Madrid, I would like to say that the proposal and the monitor of the catering offer is by the Spanish chef, Rodrigo de la Calle, that he renewed yesterday 1-star Michelin in his restaurant here in Madrid. Besides that service in the VIP lounges, we have some preferential access to the security control. Maybe the security control, all of us are passengers and we know what happened there. Maybe it's one of the pain points that we have as a passenger. And we have designed this preferential access to make easier the pass through this security control in the general control or in a space dedicated, specially dedicated, like we have in Madrid, that is called the fast track. Also, being part of the portfolio of the services that we offer, we have a meet and assist service where we escort the passenger, the customer that choose these services in the whole process in the airport, in the departure from the check-in, control, security control, and VIP lunch. Maybe we escort them to make some shopping, and then we go with the customer to the boarding gate, and also in the opposite sense, in the arrival in connections if it is required. In the airports of Madrid, Barcelona, Palma de Mallorca, and Malaga, we deliver maybe the most exclusive and privacy service that we can have in the terminal. In a separate part, apart from the normal flow of the passengers that we have in the airport, we have a place where all of the processes that are involved in the airport operation for a passenger are taking place, and we escort the passenger directly to the door of the aircraft. This is the so-called premium services that we deliver. And I would talk about the highest level that we have talking about the service are the 5 airports where we have FBOs, terminal for aviation, for executive aviation, where we deliver the special service that this kind of aviation is requiring. You asked me about trends, and I would say that we are working exactly on the trends that we see in the industry, that we have benchmarked what's happening around, what's happening in other European airports. We are working on that side, and I think that if we would like to summarize which is the main trend in terms of airport operation, I would say that looking for the seamless travel for the passenger is the point where we are working on and looking for the excellence.
Very interesting, thank you. Paloma Utrera is the market manager of TAP Air Portugal in Spain. The Portuguese flag carrier is going through a transformation process. It flies currently to more than 90 destinations, including 12 airports in Spain, so it's a very good customer of AENA, but not only in Spain, also in Brazil, because it flies to 11 airports there. And it has a fleet of nearly 100 aircraft. TAP Air Portugal is the main carrier between Europe and Brazil. Last year, it carried about 14 million passengers and posted a net profit of 203.5 million euros. 2022, as I was mentioning before, has been an amazing year for you. But I know that 2023 has been also very busy. Can you tell us a little bit more about what new developments, what new products have you presented this year?
Of course. Well, first of all, thank you for the presentation and thank you for inviting me to this event and giving us the opportunity to share our perspective and point of view about this topic. Well, from TAP, we have been working for some time on this segment on travelers we are talking about today. These travelers, they have a big, high impact on our revenues, of course. They are also very demanding. And they are always seeking for differentiation throughout the entire travel experience from from the beginning at the end, no, of the process. So this year has been very intense for us because we have launched several products and programs focused on this segment. Just to give you a couple of examples, we launched in March our program called Local Stars in collaboration with renowned Portuguese chefs. And also recently we have redesigned the amenity kits we offer to our passengers in business class in our long-haul flights. And for us, our primary goal is to highlight the uniqueness of our company, especially the Portuguese identity, and that is on what we are working in that moment now.
And the third guest of today's roundtable is Eymeric Segard, CEO at Lunajets, the leading private jet charter company in Europe. Lunajets was founded in 2007. Last year, it organized about 7,000 flights, and posted a revenue of $150 million. Eymeric, I would like you to tell us more about your company. What kind of services do your main business lines, and how you have developed the business since the beginning of the company in 2007?
For sure. Well, I think as far as transforming air travel experience, obviously having access to a private aircraft is a key element of the trip itself. So at Lunajets we have two core businesses. One is private jet charter. Okay, so here our clients are either leisure clients going on weekends or business or holidays, or we have corporate clients needing a tool, a working tool to go visit factories and to go to meetings or to go to MICE events as well. On the second business unit we have is group charter, and these are aircraft that we charter for groups of 20 passengers or more, up to Boeings and 787s, Airbus and 787s, and those are for many uses, but it could be for sports teams, sports fans, humanitarian needs. We did some evacuation of Kabul in 2021, Tel Aviv last month. We have crew swaps, so big for oil platforms and shipping crews that they work 1 month on, 1 month off. So when they swap, they need flights. We do pilgrimage that are very important as well. So, and corporate shuttles between for companies needing to transfer passengers from one to the other. The other one is medical flights. That's also very important. It's obviously a unique experience, if you call it that way. But depending on the condition of the patient, then we find the appropriate aircraft to transport him, whether it's emergency, pre-op, or post-operations.
So private jets are more than leisure travelers and luxury travelers, right?
Private jets are, yes, more the customers we were talking in the round table just before, the high spenders. I mean, saying that, you know, we have a lot of CEOs and corporate executives who travel, and not necessarily to spend, but to visit the factories, to visit the shops all around, or to open new markets for their company. And in the private jet, you can visit up to 3 or 4 European cities in one day and be home at night. So it's a very efficient tool. It's very flexible. We can adapt the timings according to the meetings, etc. So it's a privilege for them, but they earn it, and it's a work tool.
I'm going back now to Marian. Airports are the first and last places visited by tourists or a traveler at a certain destination. So, and we know how important first impressions are. How does AENA manage the customer experience through its airports to give the best impression possible and to keep this tourist or this traveler coming back? Because that is your aim at the end, the aim of the business.
Yeah, completely agree with with this thought, because indeed we are the first thing, the first element that the passenger experience when they come to the country, to the city, and we are the last part of the experience that they are going to have in the path coming back home. So for sure, all of our effort goes in that sense. We are perfectly aware of the importance of this first impression and last impression also, because there are some things that the passenger, the customer, is going to remember. Considering the significant growth in the demand that we have this last year, and considering also that the customer has changed a lot in terms of behavior, I think that in the last years things are not exactly the same like we saw in the last 10 years. We have to commitment in the services that we deliver. First, in relationship with the experience of the customer, of the passenger. First is listening to the passenger from the way that they decide to be. We are delighted to receive their feedback every time, and our intention is to have always the things that are going well and the things that they don't want to. Sometimes we think, well, we are talking about an airport. It's a very, very operative area. And sometimes our passengers, our customers, doesn't like a very, very luxurious space. They want a quickly process.
Efficient processes,
an efficient, the most efficient process. So I think that this is very important to have into account. And secondly, for sure, the first one is listen to the passenger. The second one is monitor the service that we deliver. As I say before at the beginning, we are establishing the strategy, and the strategy is not fixed. It's in a continuous change. So we have to monitor the service that we deliver. We have to check that it's adapted to the requirement that our customers have, and to be sure that is like we have foreseen to be delivered.
And now back to Eymeric. So I'm sure that your customers do look for a different experience when they hire one of your jets or group charter flights, when they decide to hire your services. What kind of services do you offer them, both on the ground and in the air? Are they different now? Have they changed, as Marian was saying, that the customers expect now, their behavior has changed if you compare it to what they wanted to have a couple of years ago? And if there is any trend that you are seeing in this process?
So, to be honest, a couple of years ago, passengers were just happy to travel,
yeah,
and to have a means of travel which was private jets, because all the commercial aviation was grounded. So for us, it was a very good time. After the first 3 months, from March 2020 to June 2020, when everybody thought we were going to die, and then we realized that we're not going to die, and so people said, okay, well, let's go on holiday.
We're going to fly.
And let's fly, but the only people flying were the private jets. So for us, that was it created the start of a bubble, which in this year has now stopped, because commercial aviation is back on track. So the private jet market is back down, is down about 5 to 10% this year. But on the group charter side, by lever is back on. So all the MICE events are back on, and people are trying to travel more for weddings, for sports matches, and other events coming. So the market is coming back. Let's say the normal market is coming back. As far as experiences on board, as I said, having the aircraft to yourself is a great luxury. So yes, we've organized birthdays on board. Let it be for kids, 5, 10, 15 years old, but also last month we took an 80-year-old to Marrakesh. He invited his whole family, and we had balloons on board and etc. Organized by our Madrid office here. So you know, very luxury and private. Another segment which is very important for us and for the passengers is pets. We know that more and more commercial airlines are not welcoming pets on board anymore. EasyJet, I think, Air France, British Airways, I don't know about TAP. But and some owners just refuse to see the pet going down in the belly of the plane. So when they travel with us, when they hire a private jet, they can bring the pet on board. Of course, the pet has a special toy and a blanket to sit on. But this is a trend that was there before, but it's coming again when people are starting to travel again with their pets.
And this question is for Paloma. I guess it is quite difficult to distinguish as an airline when in such a competitive global sector as the air industry. How do you do that? How do you attract premium passengers to fly with TAP instead of with another airline? I mean, network is important, so I guess that you are an unbeaten competitor in the European Brazil market, but how do you do that? How do you put your touch to everything what you do?
Yeah, it's not an easy task. It's related with, we were talking about at the beginning, in our case, with the Portuguese identity and with Eymeric said, the experience on board. No? The customers want to experience, and we want our customers experience the smells and flavors of Portugal on board. So these two projects I mentioned before, the local stars and the redesign of the amenity kits, are directed towards that goal. For example, the program Local Stars, we work with these Portuguese chefs. They elaborate every 2-3 months the menu of our passengers in business class in long-haul flights, using local product such as codfish or San Jorge cheese, a very typical cheese from Azores Island, or the octopus from Algarve region. And although we work with these chefs, they are stars themselves because they have Michelin stars and so, but the real stars of this program are the local products. Also, we have a commitment with the local Portuguese brands, and the redesign of the amenity kits introduce local brands such as Benamor, for example. Benamor is a very well known and very well valued.
And sustainable, I read, yeah?
Yes, it's a great beauty brand. They use secret recipes and very sophisticated fragrances. And so, just as a curiosity, the Queen Amelia de Orleans was loyal to this brand her entire life. So it's not only to offer to our customers high-quality products, of course, but also this project helps us to showcase the best brands of Portugal. And of course, as you say, the network is very important, the flexibility, the comfort on board, or the service and distinction. In regards to flexibility, you said at the beginning also, we operate from 12 airports here in Spain, 11 in Brazil, where, of course, AENA is managing these several airports there. So we offer this to our customers, the flexibility of several daily flights, like Madrid, Barcelona, for example. We offer between 6 or 7 daily flights to choose the schedule, the better schedule for them, and then to connect with the rest of the network with more than 90 destinations. That is a very important point for customers. Also the comfort. We have a very young fleet when we talk about aviation industry, because our fleet has an average age about 6-7 years. Most of our aircrafts are Airbus Neo. Neo is the most modern range of Airbus family. And these aircrafts allows a total rest for our customers, do its ergonomic seats. Also, the lighting system they have reduces the jet lag or the noise inside the plane. So yes, the comfort is also very important in that distinguishes us
from the other competitors.
Yes.
Yeah. No, you are saying something very important. This is behind the slogan of this year's Forward March. Is that, you know, local touch, local culture, crafts, and so on are very important to distinguish one destination from another, no? And this is a very good point because high-impact tourists are looking, everybody's looking for experiences, but high-impact tourists even more than that. So I think that a tailor-made experience or, you know, when they fly TAP, they feel like they are in Portugal already, no? This is quite important.
Yeah.
And now we only have time for one question, the last one. I'm going to start with you again, Paloma.
Okay. Let's go.
So, I mean, we cannot work in an environment, in an ecosystem like this one on our own. We need to cooperate and work with other agents in the ecosystems. So I would like to know, how does TAP cooperate with other parts of the air industry, like airports with AENA, we were talking about, cities, tourism boards, and other organizations? And if you think that this cooperation is important to promote the tourism industry?
For sure. We need to collaborate together. We need to count on the rest of the stakeholders in the chain because we cannot offer to our customers a complete experience, the whole travel journey. We cannot do it if we don't count on the airports or the office or the tourism offices. As I said, we are, I hope, very good clients of AENA. Because we operate in many airports they are managing, so we need to work together to offer the whole experience because the customers at the beginning of the trip, at the end of the trip, they use the facilities of the airport and not only the check-in counters, but early and more the premium ones, the fast tracks or the VIP lounges. So we need to work together to offer a smooth experience to our customers.
And what about tourism boards? Do you work closely with them to promote the destinations that you fly to?
We need to work together also because it's important to show to the customers not only the way to get or to reach a destination, but also the things the destination can offer in terms of shopping, hotels, experiences, and all that. So yes, we work together. Well, we are here in Spain today, so we work together with Tour España, for example, also with Madrid, of course, Turismo de Portugal or Porto. We have millions of customers traveling from Brazil, from Africa, or from United States coming to Spain, so we need to work together to create that experiences.
And what about you, Marianne? In AENA, I know that you are very active, promoting not only Madrid, but other destinations around the world. So if you tell us a little bit about how you do it.
Yeah, exactly. I think that I take the point that Paloma says. We have to maintain, we maintain indeed a narrow communication, collaboration with all of the partners. And I would like to talk about Tour España, that we collaborate with them and also with the airlines, because I think that as an airport operator, our main aim is to improve the connectivity. I think that we are the starting point for the traveler. So we work in that sense. Madrid is a hub, is a natural market for people coming from Latin America. That is a very, very strong market and mature market, but it keeps on going. And we are focused right now in development, in deployment of a strategy to attract the Asian market. I think that we have heard today a lot about this profile, and with a special focus on the Chinese because of their high potential. this is what we do to improve or to work about the destination.
And now, the last but not for that the least, how does Lunajets work with other partners? I mean, and what kind of infrastructure does your company need to provide the level of service that your customers are expecting?
Yeah, so a bit different to my colleagues here, our clients usually don't come to us looking for destinations. They know exactly where they want to go. They own a villa at the beach, they own a chalet in the mountains, or they're going to a football final in Qatar or a European final in Istanbul. So usually the requests are very definite. We want to go from here to there. So the tourism board, etc., are not really our partners. Who are our partners are, of course, the airports. And that's very, very important, even more so than commercial airlines. Because when you book a commercial ticket with a travel agency, you know, Booking.com or Quoni, and the luggage doesn't arrive at your destination, you don't go back to Booking.com and Quali and complain. You go to the commercial airline who was responsible to travel to take your bag with you to the destination. With private jets, and when you privatize, we are responsible for everything. Okay, so if they lose the luggage, it's Lunajets' fault. Lunajets' responsibility. They will come to us and complain, and they will ask us for a refund. So it's very important to us for us to have very professional and caring partners at the airports, because for them really the journey starts from destination to destination, from door to door. So we do organize the ground transportation to the airport. At the airport, now this is a bit of a contradiction, but I know airports spend hundreds and millions in building beautiful, comfortable lounges. When a private jet passenger is in the lounge, there's a problem. He should not be in the lounge. He should be either in the car or inside the plane. But any time in between is lost time for the businessman. So if they're in the lounge, it's because something is delayed or because another passenger hasn't arrived. Okay, that's fine. But otherwise, they get off from the car and through security and in the car, or ideally walking to the private jet, and they take off. So all those investments look very good, but hopefully we don't use them as much. And on arrival, same thing. It's all about speed, getting people off the plane and into the car. What's important as well is for private jet is the slots. Mm-hmm. So scheduled flights have predetermined slots years and months in advance. For private jet, we organize flights 90 minutes before departure. So when we have an emergency, what we call a go now. It's a client calling and says, there's traffic on the highway, I'm going to miss my flight, my commercial flight. I need to be in Madrid tonight for a wonderful event, a wonderful gala dinner. And we make it happen in 90 minutes, but therefore we need to get slots. And so airports are very important for us for slots. And not only that, but also the flexibility. Because when an executive does 4 cities in one day, as I said, maybe one of the meetings gets delayed, and a departure at 1400 is actually going to be at 1430 or at 15. So the airport has to show some flexibility to allocate and to allow this passenger being able to take off later. On the group charter side, they don't use the private terminals because they're for smaller groups. They use our objective with the operators is to try and personalize and make it as luxurious as possible. So yes, there will be special check-in counters for them, and the screens can be, of course, personalized as well. So 3 months ago, we had at the airport a screen that said "secret flight for Maria and Johan." And it was a wedding couple who were taking their guests on their honeymoon with them. And they didn't want to tell the guests where they were going. So the screen, instead of tap flight 123, it said secret flight Maria and Johan. So that was very nice. And that's part of the experience of being able to privatize. Of course, then through the airport, you have the fast track, you have the VIP lounge, yes, there, because you have to arrive before, not with private jet. And the other very important thing for group charter is the pre-check-in of the luggage. So we try as much as possible to send the luggage the day before, or even 2 or 3 hours before. So when the passengers arrive, they really, kind of walk through the airport and go as fast as possible to the
seamless experience.
Fastest experience as possible. So yeah, working with airports, professional airports who understand the luxury needed and the difference, between having your own aircraft and flying a low-cost airline is paid for by the customer, and therefore they should have the service that they are paying for.
Well, we are running out of time. I have to thank you very much for sharing your knowledge and your experiences with us today. Aviation is an exciting industry. I think all of us sitting here believe that. We have aviation in our blood, yeah? And I'm sure that the audience has enjoyed this conversation as well. So thank you very much.
It was a pleasure.
You have earned a big applause.
Thank you.